Just run a couple times. Bless you, my brother. Thank you. Please accept the trade, my brother.
So that when it got Will Fuller, huh?
Another day in the USA, just another day in America. Kids from my hood look up to the system set us up for
You ready,
failure.
Tori?
I just want to make enough to pay
No, hold on one second.
Then invest in black businesses. They teach us to hate what we see in the mirror, but it can't break our spirit. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cut the
You decline it.
50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class,
I didn't. It didn't fun. Say, nigga, you did. Man, oh, wow. Shit.
I got too much on my mind right now. Tell that hero down, get my baby 5 grand for a handbag, I send her on, baby. Me love that money, baby. 100,000 plus 100,000 my whip. 30,000 plus 30,000 my wrist.
They keep saying trade decline. I don't know why.
I swear, baby, it was just kiss, not shit.
Yeah, they keep saying. Yeah, but they declined it.
I got too much on my mind right now. I ain't got the time to get you sailing.
Who? What?
I got too much on my mind right now. Tell that hero down, get my baby 30,000.
Come on, man. Y'all can't make the trade. Let's move on. Y'all over there trying to trade it anyway.
Everything is intact, could have been a seamstress, still wouldn't cut him slack. Pretty much ain't got a clue, itty bitty piggyback off everything I do. But I'm still dropping, got him looking like James Harden at the awards. Back to you, I'm so into you.
You got the last trade is you and the Bears.
You a 10, I add 10 to you. They be mad when I 10 to you. That's what the bay like. Call me Buffy, cause that's what I slay like. These, I son them like it's daylight. These, when I know what it's
The last trade on there is you trading with the Bears.
I just sent it, bro. Damn. I don't know why.
Maybe y'all gotta wait till after we play this week. Or is somebody injured that's out trying to trade?
I got so much beef, I got big sleep.
got me losing on my Z's all day. Good love, mama praying on the knees all day. If you still frontin' when I up it, I'ma squeeze.
What the hell is that?
Bad company, bad for your
And,
company. Bad company.
You said what, bro?
They don't wanna eat if you said they want. They don't want no steam, put it on it. Had a bachelor's degree, PhD while selling. Fix the face and fix the weed. Not working on the self-esteem. Hit a block, yo, this block. Where you at? Pin it. My new map location be the block on the app.
No, tell them to lower their voice. They all right there next to each other.
Santa's reindeer. You got bad. It's the same, bad company. Little bro, you got getting money, so keep on coming.
You don't like it?
Ring it so you know the jumping. They looking at me, he owe me some money. Hit him with the night crumping. Whitey playing guys. They don't want no problems with me. Got good, you know I brought them. Might I hit a bad. Someone.
You said what, bro? My quarterback? Lamar Jackson?
Coach, winter is just around the corner as you get a look at New Era Field just south of Buffalo, New York. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now Jackson on first down. And he will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
From the gun, it's Jackson being chased out left. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Fighting through, he's got space. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaking up on the play.
Hold on real quick, bro. I got to piss, man.
Yep.
I'm back. Joey did. Man, you got that charger cord over there? The Android. Big tablet charger. I'm ready, bro.
We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. They'll run it now out of the gun. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now it's Rudolph. He's going to loft one deep left side.
Oh!
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Out of the gun, Rudolph. And the third down pass falls incomplete.
Well, we keep stats on everything, don't we? This is one that you don't want to have. That's his second drop right here in the first quarter.
Yeah, I was going to say only in the first quarter. Certainly a ship that he wants to right quickly. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Jackson from the shotgun, escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And loose. It's incomplete. And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Going deep downfield for Ross.
Let's get out of here.
The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. On the return, Hester. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, Rudolph. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Anthony Barr. Not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Rudolph. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
Oh, my controller died.
Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
Detroit!
Let me pick my play. Yeah.
3rd and long. It's Rudolph. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 26. It's a big play there for the Jets on 3rd down. 53 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Rudolph. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Bills have recovered.
Whenever we call a game that's in the snow, we have to focus a little bit more, trying to make sure we've got the right numbers on players that we're calling, right? The right guys in the game. Think about the guys on the field. Their focus has to really increase as well because so many things coming at you. You got to make sure that you're really locked in on taking care of the ball.
Or if you don't, you cough it up like they did right there. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And bulldozing his way through. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
It's got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the 1st quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. And caught by Thomas for a Bills touchdown. Demaryius Thomas, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bills have taken the early lead. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And it's now a 7-0 game. Elliott now to kick this one away. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
Here we go now.
On 2nd down, here's Rudolph. And this will be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. Going for the deep ball. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There was nothing available there for him.
A great return there of 22 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
From the gun, Jackson going deep downfield for Ross. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play here for the Bills. 59 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And caught by Thomas for a Bills touchdown. Demaryius Thomas, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Bills will extend their lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 14-0. Elliott now to kick this one away. Returnable for Dorsett. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
From the gun, here's Rudolph. Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Rudolph looking to throw it. It's brought in by Dodson. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
Rudolph looking to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And this will be caught.
Why you going wild like that?
Zone. Touchdown, Jets. As his guys are in for 6. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. So on third and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Extra point just does sneak over the bar, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Here's Christian McCaffrey to return it. A beautiful fake. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. 319. 319. Hot.
On second down, here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
On third down, Jackson flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. That's caught.
No, why you do that?
And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Here's Jackson to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Christian Kirk, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Elliott now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Jets. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now a play fake here on first down. A deep ball for Dotson. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't
Damn,
connect.
dog. I thought you had a step on.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Artie Burns, the cornerback, brings him down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
Throwing on third down, here's Rudolph. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Anthony Barr in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Here's Marquette King now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Here's Jackson. Burst by him near the 35.
Another miss.
Still on his feet. And all the way home to the Bills touchdown. A great play there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Jets set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here comes a first down throw for Rudolph. And this is caught. First catch by Brandon Marshall. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. The carry for the longtime fullback, Mike Tolbert. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and short. Is it a no-brainer to think I give it to my fullback and I pick it up?
You would think a no-brainer, but that time able to hit him for a loss.
Yeah, definitely was not a gimme, was it?
They'll fake it. Now Rudolph. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll let it's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They give him a gain of 38. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, You're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
Gone!
Rudolph. And it's caught. And
That's
he's
a
going to
fumble.
take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Oh,
A great effort there.
man.
Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. The extra point up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. McCaffrey on the return. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And here come the Bills. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
If you run an out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Blue 90! Detroit!
On second down, Jackson. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Well, that's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And a big
Man, why the
loss here
fuck
as
you
he's
keep running
taken
backwards?
down.
You fall down.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon.
You heard that? 2nd in the league in sacks.
On 3rd down, it's Jackson. And he spins away. Still going. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. His 25th touchdown. Tying him and Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Jets. And with time quickly fading here in the
After this
second
game, we can go
quarter,
and
not
start
sure
on
how
that.
aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just
I
how
wanna
much
check
they
on that,
trust
too.
their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On the give, the fullback Tolbert. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Running right, here's Falk. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Huh?
So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park with the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this is
you're gonna do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Rudolph. Throw right side going to be complete to Moss. And now running right through it. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets them a new set of downs.
Detroit! Detroit! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
From the 50, it's Rudolph. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick six for a touchdown.
And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year one. By year two, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't. And that's caught inside the 30.
They caught that!
Big yardage that time for the Jets. 46 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
From the red zone now, Rudolph. And he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39. Hey, watch it.
Now Jackson back into his end zone. He gets it to Thomas. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willingness to go catch the football. He's pretty impressive.
And his friends call him Bebe, the nickname his uncle gave him back in the day.
Bro, man, suck my dick.
But no, just up past the 25, no further. Call it a 3-yard game.
Why you say that,
It'll make it a
man?
second down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL
That's
because there's so
exactly,
many things
man.
to account for in today's
I
passing
don't
game.
give a flying
including the back
fuck.
sneaking out of
That
the
is
backfield.
bullshit.
Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
Okay.
Able to get this one across the 35. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
As a general
Yeah,
rule,
we're going
offensive
for it
linemen
right
like
quick.
to know where their
We need
quarterback's
one to
going to be
hoop
when
it
he's
up.
setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on
Yeah,
the run, get on the
oh,
move.
shit.
He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Escaping the pressure right.
Oh,
As he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now Jackson. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. Finding room to the 20. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And down to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on it.
The best part is that they made their own break. They took the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Play action. It's Rudolph.
Oh, great.
And that's complete to Marshall on the crossing route. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Rudolph on first down. Caught over the middle by Moss. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Got to make them pay for coming across the middle, no?
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
Looking deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
A deep ball for Dotson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. Now he is all the way up past the 25.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Forced out to his left. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3.
Don't I got 2 next week? Oh, he ain't in here.
Now they'll run it on the toss. He finds an opening past the 40.
Alright, he's Buffalo.
And now off to the races.
And now you were just ain't no home.
And all the way home for the Bills touchdown. A great play there. His 26th
That's a manual Duke right there.
With Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season.
Like that down.
Bills continue to pour it on. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
As look, you wiggle the stick left, right, and then turn it around in a circle. The right hand stick, the right stick, I mean.
Elliott now to kick this
you do a
away.
Duke spin. Man, that shit looks so nice. Yeah, you can do manual Duke stuff.
Returnable for Dorsett. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Staying poised in that
Maybe
pocket.
A good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Rudolph throwing on second down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
They need to make a playground Madden, bro. Oh, boy.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity. Preaching is that
nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Y'all suck my...
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Nigga, you push me backwards.
Only a yard on the game there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep
like Madden 89
on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long.
Oh, God.
He played with Bo Jackson like it's fucking Tecmo Bowl.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Oh, that's it.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, no good.
He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker,
you can
not the way you want to start your day's
football.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far.
You can definitely play their persona of football.
Neither guy is immune.
And they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. 12 yards is the pickup there, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Sleeping on my man Troy.
From the gun, here's Rudolph. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Jonathan Hankins in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Here's Marquette King now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Can you change his number to 37?
They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
That's what his number was when he played for Baltimore.
Jackson. Eluding the
wait
pressure.
until you see his son. Wait until you see his son playing quarterback at Alabama.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A pickup of 24 on the
and his
third
other
down
son played for Florida State, I think.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 11 more on that one.
Nigga just
Another
rolled
first
for a
down.
first down.
You and I have talked about
This shit is
about
amazing.
the year this guy's had on the ground. You come in as a rookie and in the discussion as MVP.
He definitely did just roll over the pile.
Running back,
That's all I'm saying, bro.
break in, but not to this level. If you're talking MVP, that means he's had a sensational season.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now Jackson on second down. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And the ball is knocked out. And the Jets have recovered.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner.
Okay.
You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy, sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. Whoosh. Oh, now he bowls him over. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. On first down, it's Rudolph. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 46.
Change the future of the game.
Running right through it. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back?
Well, they already fucking do that, really.
Great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Yeah.
Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Let me tell you, it was like that for the last 2 years. Like started the 2 hours type shit. I mean, it was like that. It was like that before.
No, yeah. I know what you're talking about, right? Yeah, but yeah, they implemented that at the same time as they implemented the 2 hours. That's what Fletch was trying to say.
I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
No,
You and I, we think about dinner plans, but we also
that's because if you knew your shot on that one, it was way easier than if you knew your shot on this.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
And it's still different because when I play with my six, I have the same shot on all my guys. When I play with my 6'6" guy, his arm span is
even
longer.
after that big time return, it's not looking great for them today.
It's a little bit of a different shot than my 2 that's 6'4".
And say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block.
And it's the same exact shot, same exact speed, same exact everything. It's just different shooting in my 2-way because he's 6'4". He's tall.
And this is taken in at the 5. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile.
Oh, there you go, Taurus.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in
Who's
this
that?
lead. And
Who caught that?
too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
I hear the same niggas every time.
Now
They're just different,
fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns.
Like 1 year, this nigga SMUVE had Devin Hudson.
So many times.
Why not? If you get the chance to get them, bro.
Every note to their school's fight
Yeah, if you get the chance to get them, niggas, get them niggas.
Oh, no, there was
It'd
no
be
ice
crazy
bath. You're
not
just
to.
trying to get out of there before the reporters get
Next year
to
we
you.
ain't gonna look nothing like
It
this.
seems like they're the best players in the game, and half of them.
No, they're not. They only start off at like 80-somethings and shit. But Devin Hester,
Like,
you
I don't
fast,
know
so you
anybody
can
that's
build.
gotten no one close to Antonio Brown or Julio.
They old, bro. You go for you,
Want to go
man.
back to that one.
Yeah,
First
you
play
go
of the
for you.
drive, good for
Longevity.
15 and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down.
So what is it like? The people that are in the game already are at their original age, and then all this.
You gonna leave in the body bag? You fucking around?
Positive game. Just keep that clock ticking.
You gonna leave in the body bag?
Okay, you wanna keep fucking around?
Is that John Lynch out there?
He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
40 years.
He lost 4 there, and it's third down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Oh, and now he bowls him over. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Good ball.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Here's Tressway now.
They don't
he'll kick it away.
But
how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete.
I tried it all.
It does not pay off.
Fuck you, dog. Bitch ass nigga, dog. You a bitch ass nigga. You already fucking us up, man. These niggas trying to cremate us. That's alright.
Special teams, it looked like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a play fake here on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense
I mean, this nigga did throw for 4 touchdowns. 3 touchdowns. That was pretty bad.
They've got the
My
lead.
nigga, I don't know how you're not running the ball on that defense.
Like that
Yikes.
We already tried it, bro. It ain't working, boss.
Back to the air, Rudolph on second down. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18
I don't know what this nigga be out there doing, but we can't run the ball, G.
Right now, look at that. In the middle.
Number one thing they look for in a quarterback. When you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
I don't know, man.
Take this one down near the 15.
I hope I get a chance to get. I don't know if I want to Andrew Luck again.
We're going to get a timeout as they stop it with 14
He
seconds to
already
go
kind of about
in
an
the
injury.
game. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Does a quarterback get a hamstring injury? He ain't running.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw.
He is, man.
Fights off the defender. And a big turnover there as
He's
these
a
guys will
screwer
get the football back.
In the pocket.
They were looking for
Oh,
Marshall
man,
that
Torres.
time. The interception was they
He's
just
trying to have a
continue
game, bro. We don't
mount
give a
these
fuck about this shit. We got a
just what
quarterback.
You gotta be thinking, is it something
Oh,
between
God.
the
He's going to try and score with that man.
Confidence hit.
And they're going to sack him again. The third time they've gotten him
Motherfucker.
today, and this one results in a safety.
The disrespect. And he's got a man wide open.
Fuck that nigga, bro. You just trying to get off on
Maybe
that.
they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it
Good
to
game,
6.
bro.
I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4.
Oh, shaky.
Nigga beat our ass. It's cool.
Be honest, y'all niggas just chalk that up as a loss every time you got to play him.
No, because I mean, I don't have no quarterback, bro.
Hey, I'll be back on in a little bit, yo. I gotta hop off and do some shit.